But just remember, you're gonna have moments like that too.
What, Michaela?
You're gonna have more moments like that too.
I am going to have more moments like that. So let's kick it off with wins and talk about. Well, first of all, I want to talk about Saturday Summit. I want to thank Kathy and Michaela and Steph. You did an amazing job. All of you did. Tanisha, I want to thank you. Appreciate you for joining us. I've got such great feedback. I would love testimonials from any of you about the summit. But I thought it was great. I mean, I'd like to hear from you, Kathy, Michaela, and Steph, and Tanisha. What was your thoughts on the summit?
I thought it was great. I liked the breaks that you had. I liked the opportunity in between everybody speaking when other people had the opportunity to participate and communicate. And yeah, I like that it was you figured out how to have it well orchestrated. I was glad to be involved.
Good. Now, and your talk was great. I think
Thank
like
you.
Steph even said it to you that she has seen such growth, and I've seen the growth too. And you're speaking and you're
That's
presenting.
awesome.
It was good. It was really good.
Thank
And
you. If anybody wants to write me a testimonial, I would love that. I have
oh, that would
a
be
gal.
actually. You know what?
We should
This
write
gal
more
that's going to come
together.
talk to us on Thursday, Julie, is rebuilding my website, and so I'd love to have some a couple testimonials to put on there.
We need to
Okay.
do that for each other, all of us.
All right, so
Yeah.
why don't we do this? I will do a testimonial, okay, for you, Kathy, Michaela, Steph, and as a speaker and share about it. So I'll do a video
Yeah.
testimonial for
Oh, that
you,
would be great.
Oh, that
okay,
would
for
be
all three
awesome.
of you, okay?
And
Um,
I'll write a new one for you as well.
Yeah,
yeah,
I will write
but
one for everybody.
yeah, whatever you want to
Yeah,
do.
that'd
But
be
I made
great.
a note of it. And speaking of,
Yeah, I'll write one for everybody.
Same.
good,
Yeah, I'll do the same.
okay,
Okay.
awesome, good,
Absolutely.
good,
100%. It was great. It
good.
was great.
Anything that caught your attention, Michaela, Queen, Steph? Like, was there anything that really caught your
So
attention?
one thing that I did like is the order that we gave our speeches in and just kept building upon each other.
Yeah.
I did like that because it wasn't disjointed and a bunch of
Good,
arms just hanging on
good.
the side.
I like that. That's great. And I try to do that with every summit, like line people up according to like sequence, like where would, you know what I mean?
Right.
And
Yeah.
good. I'm glad that you said that, Michaela. And everybody got the email that I sent with everything, all the documents, the get like everything.
Oh, I'm so glad you brought that up. I was like, I'm going to kill Tina. That's my personal email. You just refuse to use my business
Oh,
email.
I keep forgetting because that's what shows up. I'm sorry. Oh my God. All right. I'm gonna make a note. Use Michaela's business.
Yeah, because I'm like, now people were emailing on
Email.
that, and I'm thinking it's like, you know,
Oh.
and I'm looking at it. I was like, what the hell? Who, what? How did Steph get this?
All right, I'm going to change it. You know when you press
Yeah,
people and automatically you get the email
yeah.
pop up. So okay, I made a note. All right, because I've got your business email. All right, thank you for bringing that up.
I
How
have to tell Christina all the time too. Y'all better look. If I pay for this, y'all better use this business email.
I will make sure that I use your business email. Okay. How about you, Queen Steph? Anything that caught your attention?
I like the same like what Michaela said, excuse me. I love how the flow of everything went.
Okay.
I loved how everything was so on topic with the stepping into the unknown. Every single person hit. And I feel like every single person gave something tangible to take away, not like PDF tangible, but I mean
Uh-huh.
like a tangible action step to take
Okay.
away, which I thought was really great.
Good. 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 Okay. Thank you so much. What about you, Queen? Anything?
It was great. Um, I think that next time you should have timers for the questions too,
Good
because we
point.
were
Oh.
we were asking a lot of questions, and it was going into the next
Yeah.
one, and you was having to like cut people off and be like, okay, gotta move on.
I
Yeah.
know. And you know what? I caught that myself. And I always feel bad to stop the questions, but it was even recommended to me just have them put the question in the chat, recommend offline. But yeah, you're right. And I've also seen I could say, okay, only 2 people ask a question. I'll give 2 people the opportunity, and then the others can ask it in the chat, and then we can address it. But yeah, thank you, Queen. It's something that I'm going to be changing in the next summit.
And also, you could have somebody behind the scenes, like after somebody did their speech or whatever. There were women that were giving feedback. That's a testimonial right there. You just have to be able to catch it. That
Oh,
could be
that's
something that you can
good.
gift to them later on. That can be one of the perks, guaranteed on the spot testimonials. You just have
That's
to
a
have
great
somebody,
idea.
yeah, behind the scenes, to crop it out so they each have a couple of testimonials to walk away with.
I
That's a
like
good
that.
incentive for for them to be a part of your event.
Yeah,
Great
'Cause
point.
Great idea.
that's
That's
a
a
great
great idea.
idea.
Thank you, Queen. That's something definitely. And then what Steph said she's going to do is she's going to take the replay and you're going to create a reel. What did you say, Steph, you were going to do?
I'm gonna so I recorded some of like snippets of some of the speakers, but some of them I missed. Like some of them I was so into the conversation that like I totally forgot to take recording. So I'm gonna go back through and get little snippets of everybody I didn't hear and then create a reel of everybody, like all little snippets
Oh, cool.
by talking about different things.
Good. Okay.
And then
Awesome.
send it to everybody.
Yeah, that's
Awesome.
great content. I like that idea, Steph.
Thank you. Thank you
Yeah, thank
so
you.
much. All right.
Cool. I like
Couple.
that.
I like that too. Thank you so much, Queen, for that idea. And then a couple things. So the retreat is going to be definitely August 21st to the 23rd. When we did the poll, the majority of people selected those dates. So it is August 21st to the 23rd. And a minimum of $100 deposit will save your spot for the retreat as soon as you can get it. If you're in, you're in. I know that for those of you that have completed the poll, those were the dates, and that's why we're going with those dates. And you can reach out to me about the deposit. But I think it's going to be an awesome event for sure. And we're going to make some not changes to the agenda, but we're going to talk to the facilitator, which, by the way, March 26th at 6:30, we're going to do another info session with Flory, who is the owner.
Lori.
Yep. So we're going to do another info session. So look out for that Zoom information on the 26th. She'll come in and we'll, share more about it. So all of you are welcome to attend that info session. Then Steph and I are excited that we're going to be doing a workshop on it's going to be March 25th because the info session is on the 26th. It's called the Aligned CEO, how to reset your energy. It's really going to be about setting your quarter 2, realigning, resetting quarter 2 and energy drainers. And Steph, do you want to share more about our workshop?
Sorry, I feel like I'm losing my voice. It's really about setting yourself up for quarter 2, but with a deep dive and like review of quarter 1, like what worked, what didn't work. We're going to take what didn't work and turn them into wins. We're going to connect deeply again with our future CEO self and see what they're doing and what decisions they're making. Things like that. We're going to create an action plan for quarter 2 to match your goals. So it's not just goal setting. We're actually going to create an action plan with steps of what we're going to do for quarter 2 to hit your goals.
Exactly.
That's what we're going to do this together. It's going to be like a working workshop. So we're going to tell you guys, bring your planners. We're going to go through what's draining your energy. Like what can you take out? What can you delegate? Stuff like that. So it's really going to be like a 2-hour working workshop.
Yep. And it's going to be complimentary.
What time?
It's going to be at 7 p.m. Eastern. So it's for your time.
Okay.
Kathy. And it's
Right.
complimentary to all of you, of course. Okay. And for the rest of it's going to be $37 for non inner circle community. And any questions? I know it's 7:30. I want to get into the topic. I know we got off topic.
Sorry, I missed this. What is this 7 p.m. that you were just talking about, my granddaughters had called, so I missed.
Oh, we're doing a workshop on March 25th.
Uh-huh.
And it's all about strategizing for quarter 2. We're going to have an action plan. We're going to talk about what worked well in quarter 1, some of your wins, how to, what drained your energy, really setting up an action plan for quarter 2.
Oh, okay.
And we're going to do that at 7 p.m. on March 25th for 2 hours.
Let me see. You're gonna send out
Oh yeah, I'm gonna send an invite and everything, and I'm gonna have. I have already the flyer. It's already getting ready to get promoted. You'll get all the details, but I'll send you a Zoom invite to
Okay.
everybody. Okay.
Because I'll forget. I'll write in notes on the paper.
Oh yeah, don't worry. I'll send you a Zoom calendar invite.
Okay.
Okay. So tonight we're going to talk about, one of the things as we started out the month with vision. Last week it was all about vision. Okay. This week, though, we're going to talk about 2 things: your value and your person that you serve. So when you know these 2 things, okay, it's easier for you to market. It's easier for you to grow in your business. It's easier for you to communicate your messaging. All right. And so all of you, the worksheet, as you know, it's in the Facebook group. I put some exercises in there for you to go through this. But what I want to, really get deep in tonight is I want all of you to really think about what is the problem that you solve and what is that transformation that you provide. And I know I've talked about this. This is a little bit of a refresher, but it gets deeper into that. You need to know what your value is, and you need to know who are you serving and what is the problem that you solve for them. And we're going to have a conversation about this because tonight we're going to talk about really the problem you solve, what's the transformation, and the person that you serve. So, and I'm going to go around the room here. We're a small group tonight, but I really want to ask you, it's an exercise in your worksheet. It's really about thinking about your people. Okay? The challenges that they have that you help them with. And I want you to think about 3 problems that your people are facing. And can anybody, write down, and I can give you some time to write this out, but what are 3 things, 3 problems that you believe your audience is facing? Anybody know, want to share? Because that problem is really becomes the foundation of your business. What is the problem that your people are facing?
I know one of them is sometimes people don't have the words to express what they're feeling.
They don't have the words for what?
To express how they're feeling.
True.
Yes, to express themselves. So they don't have
To
that.
express how they're feeling. Like when we were just talking tonight and trying to get to exactly what was why you were crying. It wasn't because of him. And that's what I'm saying. I give people the words to be able to express how they truly feel.
Right, how they truly feel. So getting into the feeling, knowing what are they feeling, what are they dealing with? Like I'll give you an example for me. My audience are women that are stuck in a job. They don't like their job, or they could be, they want to get out of their job. And like Michaela, and I was there, Steph is there right now, hates her job. And what are you doing every day when you're in a job that you hate?
So it's funny because I do the same thing in my job that I do for my business, except the company. Like this okay, so this is how I'm starting to describe myself now.
Okay, go ahead.
I am the blueprint to help you get to the other side of the pain. I'm the blueprint, and I'm giving you the steps that you take to get to the other side. So it's not just the words. Like I'm giving you the blueprint. These are the baby steps to get you to this side.
I like that. I like that. That's just like with me with the blueprint. I give you the blueprint to start in your business. How to start a business. I give you the steps. I give you the structure, the framework. Because my audience, the people are stuck with, they have an idea, but they don't know how to start something. So they're confused, they're overwhelmed, they're scattered. So the feelings is where you want to get to, like knowing what are they feeling.
And that's the thing, because a lot of women that I have spoken to, either they went through some childhood trauma or they're going through a heartbreak because loving the wrong person. I've been through all of that. That's
Yeah.
what I'm the blueprint. I'd help you right to get to the other side of that. And the one thing they always say, I don't think anybody will want to hear my story. I'm like, I want to hear it. Of course,
That's
people will. Your voice matters.
Right.
That's a good point. People think that no one wants to hear their story.
Exactly. Or that it's too messed up, or
Yeah, yeah. Or they're afraid of sharing their story, or maybe, yeah, they're afraid.
if they're contacting me, they're not afraid to share their story. They just don't know how to share it.
Okay.
Or they're trying to see if anybody wants to listen to their story.
Right. Like kind of, okay, so Queen, tell me about you. What are the problems that you are helping, that they're coming to you for help with? What are some of the challenges that they have?
Um, mm, the fear of telling the truth, telling their truth, as far as being judged and made fun of, and being
Okay.
exposed and vulnerable.
Hmm.
Or
Being vulnerable,
embarrassed.
exposed, embarrassed. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that. What about you, Steph? What are three problems that your audience are facing?
Um, they feel overwhelmed to the point where their business feels like a chore. And they feel depleted, tired, like low energy, running on empty. And then third would be they feel like they're doing it alone, like they have no support in their business. They're kind of just spinning their wheels, doing it all alone.
Exactly. Exactly. What about you, Kathy? What are some problems that your audience are facing?
That they either feel stuck or lost, or they don't know how to make changes, they don't recognize themselves anymore, or they are feeling disconnected from themselves and what they want to do and what they want to accomplish.
Okay. Okay. So when you think about the problem that they have, you want to shift that problem now into what is the transformation. So how are they feeling before working with you? Okay. And in your worksheet, there's enough space for you to really use the worksheet for you to write it out. What is that problem that they have? How are they feeling before working with you? So I know that for me, they're confused, they're stuck, they're unhappy, they're unfulfilled, they have no clarity. They're spending sleepless nights trying to figure out what to do. That's how they feel when before working with me. So you're thinking about your business, the work that you do. It's not about the work itself, it's that change, the people, what they experience with you. Because again, Michaela, there's other women that have a magazine. They run a publishing company.
But
Queen,
they
there's
don't do what I do.
exactly. They don't do it the way you do it. You are unique.
And a lot of people, they have the glossies, the makeups, the outer stuff. I don't care about any of that. I
Okay,
care about the inner stuff.
good. So you see, you already are differentiating yourself. So I want all of you to think about that. Steph, any clarity around that? How are they, coming to you, how they're feeling before, but how, after working with you, what makes you different, you think?
I haven't thought that far into it yet because I haven't really figured out fully what this is going to be.
Yep. Okay.
And I know I've been saying that for a long time now, but now that I'm getting closer to being certified for the holistic nutrition, um, I have to decide where I'm going to tie that in to decide like what the outcomes are going to be. Like,
Good.
especially when it comes to like the feeling tired and low energy, it's
Yeah.
going to be a combination of like nutrition and fueling your body with whole food while it's also mixed with like mindset work. So I have to really sit down and like think about what the transform or like what's going to make me different because there's a lot of, and that's what scares me. And like, this is a big part of where like I get that like because I know there's so many people out there doing the same thing. So it's like what does make us stand apart? Like what makes me stand apart?
Okay.
So that's what I really got to figure out because that's where I get frustrated. And then I'm like, never mind. And I move on to the next thing.
Because it is important to know, what makes you unique. What makes us unique too can be your personality and how you are, how they're experiencing with you, because it's that feeling that you're helping them. So there's so many coaches out there, but they may not resonate with someone else. Okay, they're going to resonate with you. All right, and so you really want to think about how are they feeling before working with you, and how are they going to feel after working with you. What has changed for them after working with you? Does anybody have like, for me, I know for me, once they work with me, they got a plan. They got a step by step. They got the blueprint. Like Michaela's helping them create a blueprint. They have a tangible, they have clarity. They now know step by step what to do in their business. So it's no more confusion, no more overwhelm, no more scattered thoughts, no more.
Well, I give people who want to be published that haven't been successful in publishing, they get a credit. They can say, I've been featured in this magazine.
Right. So you're giving them visibility.
Mm-hmm.
You're giving them
that credibility as a writer.
Yep, exactly. So you're giving them a platform to create that visibility for them. Okay. And so, that's the thing. And one thing, you're not helping everybody. I know I think we had talked about this at the summit about niching down, but you want to help people where they are. You can't help everyone, and not everybody's going to be your client. So you want to have clarity around who are you helping? Who do you want to help? A lot of times we ourselves are our own client. Okay. Like, Michaela, when you were talking about trauma and you were talking about experiences, you've gone through some of those experiences, and now you're able to share with your people from your experience. And now you're helping them share their story and creating that visibility, creating a platform. You're giving them an opportunity to get their thoughts on paper out there.
I'm giving them an opportunity to realize their voice matters.
That their voice
I think
matters.
it's more than just the writing. It's that, I mean, my whole tagline, your voice matters. This is where your voice belongs.
Exactly. Your voice matters. So you're helping them with their voice, helping them that their voice does matter, and you need to get your voice out there.
Helping them find it, number one.
Help them
find it. And then number two, to use it.
Exactly. So it's like, what are they struggling with? What do they desire? Okay. And why are they ready to change? See, some people are not ready yet.
Nope.
So you might find people that are not ready. And that doesn't mean they're not going to be your client one day. It's just that right now, the timing, they're not ready for you.
Yeah.
And that's okay. But keeping in touch with them is fine. At the summit, there was that woman, Caroline, for those of you you're all there. Caroline, she was my client. And when she came to me, it was 2 years that she'd been watching me online and never became a client. And when she decided to work with me, she said what made her work with me was the fact that she saw that I was consistent, and she saw my growth, that I hadn't quit, that I was being consistent. And she liked that. So you just never know who's watching, and that could become your next client. Right. Okay. Kathy, what about you? What are your people? What are they struggling with? What do they desire?
Well, you answered me that about I'm helping them with their reconnecting to themselves and understanding what they've put on hold and how to get back to their self-connection and end the years of putting themselves on the back burner and having resentment from it, and moving on, being in touch with their own emotions instead of either being passive aggressive about it or not really even realizing that it's in there. They know that there's a problem. They don't know how to change it, and so that they look for the help that they know that they're unhappy.
Exactly. They know they're not happy. So let me ask you, like, why are they ready to change? Like, at what point do you think they're ready to change? Like, where do you think that they're going to be ready? Because, like, your people, Kathy, when do you think that they'd be ready to make a change? Do you know what the turning point is? Because I know what my turning
Usually
point
the
is.
turning point is when their lifestyle has changed. Either the kids are older and they need them differently, similar to myself.
Yep.
They've had a turning point in their career or their marriage, and then they realize with clarity and awareness. Usually, with awareness is comes like any kind of change. You have to start with the awareness,
Right. Exactly.
realizing that there needs to be some kind of a change. I mean,
Okay. Okay.
change promotes more change, and then yeah,
Yeah, and are they ready to make that change? So like for me, when they're sick and tired of being sick and tired of their job, their boss, they're ready, and maybe they just got laid off. Maybe that's a point like, okay, now what? Or maybe they got let go of their job. Now what? I got to figure it out. That's a turning point. They're at a crossroad. So if I can catch them at the
yeah,
crossroad, that's when it would be easier. That doesn't mean that they're going to be, it's a guarantee they're going to work with me, but it's easier that you catch them at the time when they say, "Oh yes, I need you now." Okay,
right.
so
And a lot
thinking,
of times people don't know that a lot of times they don't, like what you were saying. A lot of times they don't know what they want to change. They just know that they're ready for something. They're ready
right,
for some kind of change. They don't exactly know what it is,
yeah, and
but
and
they're
that's where
ready.
you come in. But that's where you come in to helping them to figure out like what is it, digging deep with them, helping them, what needs to change, how have they been
Right.
feeling, like what is.
Awareness is always going to come with it, and it's the other side of a clarity. There's always going to be those two
Yes, exactly.
hand in
What
hand.
about you, Queen? Any thoughts? Are you there? I know you're sick.
Yes, I'm here. I'm here.
So what do you think about your people? If you think about when are they ready to change? Why are they ready to change, I should say? Do you have any idea?
Yes, I mean, for me, change when I decided that I was gonna write my book and tell my story. Like I was tired of like holding on
Mm-hmm.
to all that
Mm.
had
Okay.
happened to me, and it was kind of like that was a part of my healing process to just release all that. Um, so when they get tired of, you know, hurting and they're ready to heal, that's when they're not embarrassed
Mm.
to, release their truth. So that's how it was for me. So I would hope that it would be the same for them and their journeys.
Okay. So you see, when you said about you, and this is when I said earlier, we are our own clients sometimes.
Hmm.
And you could share from your experience and helping them. Okay, so we can like Kathy, Steph, Michaela, Tanisha, you can all come from your own stories on why you are the right person. See, that's the other thing that makes you different. It's because you've lived it, you've experienced it, in other words, and you can come from that point.
I think
Okay.
another part that helps me is because I don't think people that know me ever see me that I could be a victim of DV.
Okay.
No, seriously, a lot of like you guys know me. If you didn't know that if I had never opened my mouth, you would never know that this was something I went through.
Mm.
And a lot of people say that when they're telling me, and I was like, oh yeah, I've been there. They're like, you? No. I'm like, yeah, it can happen to anybody at any time.
That's right. That's right. Exactly. Exactly. And people don't know what you've gone through. You're not sharing everything about you. And sharing your vulnerability. Like a Saturday, Michaela, I learned, about your story with your daughter. I knew you were young when you had her, but I didn't know that you had thought about not having her.
No, I never thought about it. Remember, that's a decision the adults made. Nobody
Yes, that's
consulted
right.
me,
That's
but
right.
really, I really didn't, because I was so young, I didn't really fully understand what was going on.
Yes.
But I know that I wasn't supposed to get rid of my baby. And that's,
Smart woman. What a
but that's what the things I'm able to talk about.
exactly.
Like, you don't always have to know the answer or how it's going to turn out. You just have to follow what you feel is true.
That's right. And I love that. And so, and that itself is so powerful to share with your people.
But it's very sparingly. You guys, like you've known me what, almost 3 years, and I hardly ever
Yeah.
talk about it. I
Right.
do it very sparingly.
Oh,
And
yeah, of
it's
course.
not because of shame or anything. It's just, and I have to know that it's going to help the person and not hurt them.
Exactly, exactly. Absolutely, absolutely. So when we think of, your person, the value, what you want to create is your value statement. And it's in the worksheet, like I said. But in the worksheet, there's a statement. Who you help, I help who are struggling with blank so they can. So in other words, who are you helping that are struggling with what so they can? So I'll give an example of mine, and I want you to really create your own value statement. Who are you helping? What are they struggling with so that they can what? What is that transformation? So I'll share with you mine, and I have it in the worksheet. I help professional women who feel stuck in their careers gain clarity and confidence so they can transition into building a purpose-driven business. Now, I can change the I help to new entrepreneurs, okay, who are overwhelmed, with an idea, like I help them with a business idea, from business idea to execution to implementation to create that purpose-driven business. So I can tweak my value statement based on who my audience are, because remember, there's two types of, there's not two types, but there's multiple types of customers that we may be serving. I serve the women in corporate, but I also serve the new entrepreneurs that are looking to start and grow their business. So I have two types of customer segments. I shared that on Saturday with my must-have essentials of a business plan. And it is important for you to know that. Now, you may have just one customer segment who you're serving, and that's okay. I have more than one. Okay, and can any of you think that you have more than one audience?
I do.
Michaela, who are your people? More than one customer.
So for our voices in print, that's women who
Yes.
that's the thing where it's about writing our truth, reclaiming our power through the written word. But
Mhm.
then don't forget I write smutty books under a whole different
Right.
name.
Exactly. You said that. You said that. So you have the women and you have the men.
Yep.
Okay. So you create value statements. So what I like for each of you to do, and you can, write your own value statement and put it in either the Facebook group or put it in the chat. Share your value statement, and we'd like to see it. Okay, so that and you want to be able to know this, have it be comfortable for you, clear. Because if you're not clear, your audience are not clear. Like, who are you helping? What is that transformation again that they're going to get working with you? Thinking about how do they feel before working with you? How are they going to feel after working with you? All right, so you have that before and after effect. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Empower women to reclaim their story, transform pain into purpose. Yes, so you help, right. Our voices in print exist to empower women to reclaim their stories, transform pain into purpose, and use the written word as a tool for healing, growth, and legacy. What does everyone think about that? Does it share who she's helping and what are they struggling with and what is that
Yes.
transformation?
It sounds really good.
Yeah, I mean, it's women reclaiming their stories. These are women that might be in pain. You're helping them to turn the pain into purpose and using that word to help them heal and grow and create a legacy. I love that. Anybody else want to share or know right now that they want to share? In addition to Michaela, if you don't, let's see. Okay, Kathy, I guide midlife women through the
I
transformation
just
for
put
years.
mine in the chat.
Yep, I'm reading it now. From years of self-abandonment, because we talked about this last week. Back to self-connection and personal alignment. Is that clear? Does everybody feel that you know who she helps? She helps midlife women. Okay, they've had years of self-abandonment, but now she's bringing them from self-abandonment to self-connection and personal alignment. That's what she's bringing them to, that transformation.
Yes, it's very clear.
So you know who she helps,
Yep.
how she helps them, and
Cool.
what are they getting? They're going back to themselves. They're aligning with themselves. Okay. So Steph, I
I
know you got,
changed it recently. It used to be a lot more fluffy.
well, it was longer.
I
Remember,
like this
you
way.
had said that. You had
Yeah.
said that. It was too
This
long.
one is a lot more boom. It's more punch, and it's like, okay, this makes more sense. The other one made it sound like, well, I'm not sure what that is. You know, your power, passion, and purpose. What could that be?
Okay. Yeah. No, I like it. I
Yeah.
like it. So here's the thing. When you create your value statement, don't keep changing it all the time. I mean, you might tweak it a little bit if you're pivoting to a different audience, like Steph. I know you're pivoting, all right, and you're going to create a new one.
Yeah.
Okay. But knowing, Steph, do you have anything you want to say?
It's not really so much a new audience. It's just new with the introduction of leaning into the nutrition more. So like the program's still the Rise program.
It is.
Still
It
the
is.
rooted interconnected. It's still the whole holistic view of it. It's just
And then
leaning
food.
more into the food part of it and like befriending your kitchen again and having your kitchen become like your place of solace. So it's the same people, but I think my messaging is going to have to be different
Your messaging has to be different.
from
Again,
just another health coach. Like my messaging definitely needs to be different.
right, because you're doing something else, not new, but
Yeah.
you're bringing in the food. Now you're bringing in
The
different.
health. Yeah. Yeah. Like whole food, nutrition. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you're doing. Okay, but your audience could be the same.
Yeah, my audience is still the busy, overwhelmed moms. I'm taking them from feeling busy, overwhelmed, and not living in overdrive to confident, grounded, and nourished. So
Right.
still going to be the same transformation, just a different pathway.
Okay. So I'd like to, so why don't you take a snap at it, Steph, using this value structure and see if you can come up with something. And then, if you can, Queen, have you ever written a value
Your
statement?
holistic approach.
Yeah, the holistic approach and bringing in the food.
Yeah, because then that's the self and the nutrition, the whole ball of everything.
Okay, so Tanisha, yep, she empowers women to own their story, embrace their voice, and step boldly into who they were created to be, created to
Oh, I like that.
be. So is that clear?
Yes.
Obviously, she helps women that they own their story, embracing their voice, and step boldly into who they were created to be. So, what is the transformation?
But it doesn't say anything about writing their story, owning their story, yes, and embracing. But that's it. You're guiding them to write something, right? So the step
She's a
boldly
writing
into who
coach.
they are created to be by writing their story, by putting their story out there.
I mean, she's a writing coach, so I think that's implied.
Well,
Yeah, I do so much. It's hard to come up with,
well,
That
here's
is
the
true.
thing,
You
Queen.
do.
Here's the thing. You do a lot, but it's you helping them to write their story, to create their story and own it also. So you're helping them to really create again, it's like Michaela was saying, their voice. You're helping them with their voice.
Through
But you're
writing.
writing it. Okay, writing theirs.
And writing. So you
And
empower women to write their story.
Yeah. So maybe you want to
Not
put that.
only right though, I want them to be able to just freely talk about it like I do.
Or share their story or tell their story.
So
Share
you're
their
more than
stories.
just a writing coach.
Oh yeah.
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 That's why I stopped meeting with people
Because
who
you're
like
speaking
get a
too.
therapist.
Yeah. I mean, of course she's more than a writing coach, but she's helping me. If I come to her and say, look, Queen, I want to write a book about, okay, my daughter's life. I have no idea what to do. I'm going to go to her to help me create the story, get it down, get it written.
And write it.
write it. She's going to help me write it. She's going to help me own it. Of course, it's going to be my story or her story. We're going to put it out there to the world. The people, it's going to create a legacy. It's going to create a ripple effect. Other people are going to read the story. All right.
Yeah, and
So,
that's what I want to do. I want women to be able to do what I did. I decided to tell my story, and then it led to this brand, this movement, and legacy, like all that stuff you said. That would be my ideal client. Somebody who doesn't want to just stop at, I wrote a book and I told my story.
right.
So,
Exactly. So thinking about again, what is the problem that they have and how are you helping them? So where are they before working with you and where are they after working with you? And so thinking about your clients that you've had, where
yeah,
they
that's why I put the step boldly into who they were created to be, because that's what I did. Once I released that story and, started healing and all that, then
uh,
I was able to step boldly into, who I'm supposed to be, which is queen and
okay.
all this other stuff. I don't know
Okay.
if I gotta think about it.
All right. I mean,
So yeah, you do more than just help them write their story. You help them find the story through all that mess.
Yeah.
Because
But
right.
some people will just tell you their whole life history, and maybe only 10 minutes of that is something you could turn into a story.
She helps them organize their
when
thoughts.
Tanisha, when someone hires you, they're hiring you to help them tell their story or write their story or share their story,
Yes.
right?
Yes, ma'am. That's what
Yeah. So
initially.
they're not hiring you to own their story.
Right.
They're
That's
not.
true.
I don't, yeah, I think you need to have more in there, Queen, about the writing, the creating their story. You're helping them write it, and then, yeah, they're going to own it, but you're not helping them just own their story. You're helping them to write their story.
Tell
Yeah,
it.
that's true.
And package it so that other people can digest it.
I like that word package.
I'll be using that. That's
Yeah.
what I'm talking about, the blueprint. But you can use it, baby doll.
Yeah, I mean, you are giving them a blueprint. You are giving them a strategy. You're giving them the outcome is that. And what is the end result that they get working with you? Think about that. They have
So you're helping them bring their story to life.
they are,
Yes.
I think
you
she's
are.
doing more
You're
than that.
helping them get their story out there. So it's giving it a life.
I think she's doing more than that because most people that feel like they have a story that they want to tell, she has to help them dig through all that
Yeah.
Right.
past pain to get to,
Yeah.
because you
Yes,
can't write a story if you're still in pain. You're just bleeding all over the pages there.
Hmm.
right.
No,
So
that's
she's
true.
helping them heal too,
Right.
helping them
Uh,
heal from their story,
Yeah.
right? I mean, here's an example. When I wrote my second book about my daughter passing away, my publisher helped me that to heal by writing my story. It was healing for me,
Right
and it
through it.
also and it was going through it, writing it. So I was healing while writing it.
Do you guys remember at the Me versus Me?
Mhm.
And when I was speaking and I said, I'm the person that'll go back into that pain with you and get to the
Yes,
root cause of it
yes,
and pull it out so that it can heal. I think
yes.
that's what Tanisha does too.
That is true. That is true. So, Tanisha, I think that your value statement needs to be more powerful, where I could see more what you do,
Help them heal.
how you help them heal. I know. I like that. So, how are you helping them? You're not just guy empowering them to own their story. You're helping them to heal by their story. Something like that. I mean, do more work about that, Tanisha, and we can also work together one on one when we meet. Um, or use ChatGPT and have ChatGPT see what can help you come up with. Does that help, Queen? We should. Oh, we got to
yes,
take a picture.
ma'am. It does. Thank y'all.
You're welcome. Is everybody ready for a picture?
Oh God, let me put
Put your shirt on, Michaela.
It's not that I got on a sundress and I took the straps off. Hold on.
It's so warm
Stop it.
today, wasn't it? It was beautiful.
Yes.
Sundress. Oh my
We
gosh.
have beautiful weather.
No, I didn't wear a sundress out. This is a house dress that I wear in the house.
Oh, okay.
Girl,
It's
I would
okay.
never wear this outside.
Are you okay? I mean, Tanisha, you're sick. You don't have to be on camera if you don't want to.
It's all right.
Oh.
All right, all right, all right. On the count of three. Oh, I like that purple, blue, whatever. Michaela, that's nice color. I like that color.
That's a pretty color.
Love that color.
It's old
Oh,
now.
wow.
It's
Love
really
it.
old now.
All right, all right. On the count of three. 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you. Did this help tonight? Did it give you more clarity? Some of you already had your value statement, but do you have a better understanding of knowing your value, who's the person that you help, and how you get your messaging out there? Because when you're not clear yourself, you're going to have confused buyers. Okay? And also when you're not clear, it doesn't show in your confidence. So when you're clear, your confidence grows, your message becomes stronger, and you're not hesitating, you're not procrastinating to get out there because you are confident in your value and who you're serving and in your messaging. That it should just flow out of your mouth and knowing and say, oh yeah, that's my peeps. That's my tribe. That's who I serve. I know. And then you know when they're not the right people. So when you are really clear in who you serve, who you are, how you help them, what's that problem that you're solving, then your messaging is clearer and your confidence will grow. And then you'll take more action.
And I think that's something that'll come with time also.
Yes.
You gotta kiss a lot of frogs all the time to get to where you want to be.
It does take time. It does take time. So, all right. Well, I'm glad that this helped. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention, this Thursday night, our sales training call, I have a speaker. Her name is Julie Kinney. Thank you, Kathy, for recommending her.
Welcome.
She has a funnel company, but she's going to come in and talk about, I was telling her some of the challenges of this group, which by the way, I'm still working on creating a challenge for us. Steph, you missed it last week. We were talking about how can we create a challenge within this community.
Oh, I had forgot all about that. I'm glad you reminded me.
I did not forget. I just haven't finished it. But basically, what were some of the issues that, because Steph wasn't here last week. So we're going to create a challenge so that each of us, we can have some like competition going on.
Mine was going live more.
Yes, yours was
taking
going
time to go live.
Right,
I
going
went
live.
live Saturday after your summit.
Say that again?
I went live Saturday after your summit. And then I had to cut it off, go next door. And then I came back with my hair pinned up like, yeah, okay, I'm ready now. Because I'll be damn, he making all that noise while I'm trying to speak.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. And Kathy, what was your challenge you were sharing last week about the time?
Mine is similar to Michaela's, but doing reels.
Oh yeah, doing reels. Okay.
Just being more in person.
Yes. Okay. Okay. And then
But we both got that, Kathy, putting our face out there more.
put your face out there. So the
I'm
challenge
okay
is,
with pictures. I'm okay with pictures and writing stuff. It's just I'm just too critical. I'll record something 10 to 12 times and I'm never happy with it.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm going to share something with you, Kathy. Every time I speak, I can't watch the video for a while because I'm very critical of myself.
I'm critical of myself too.
Yeah. And then
I like watching the videos afterwards, like from the summit, stuff like that. I like seeing it afterwards because then I can see where I'm stronger or weak, and it helps me get better. But doing reels, like if I don't have something written out, I'm like, I can't wing it like you do, Tina.
Okay. Yeah, I can wing it. I can wing it if I know, like, if I have a good sense of what I want to talk about, what my message is, because sometimes I get stuck on it too. Like, okay, I want to have a script, but I can't work with the script. I have to like be clear on what my message is and what I'm going to talk about because I can wing it. But I just also want to make sure that I get my message across.
I gotta go, guys.
All right, I gotta go too.
Okay.
Steph, any final thoughts, Steph? Queen?
No, you just gave me some things to think about. my iHelp statement. So I just got to nail that down.
Okay. All right. And then hope to see you on Thursday. Julie, I'm going to announce it tomorrow online. I'm going to share it because it is open to community.
I don't know if
So
I'll be on Thursday, Tina.
Okay.
I need a day to not do anything. I've
Yeah,
been
that's
working 7
Yeah.
days a week for like 2 months now.
I know. No, you need a day. So the replay will always be available in the school community. I will have that, so no worries. But I will see whoever I see on Thursday. All right. Have a great one. And let me
Good
stop
night,
the
everyone. I hope you feel better, Tanisha.
Yeah, feel
Yes, feel better.